Have you ever thought about how weird AI is?
Weird,
I mean,
huh?
it can be so good at one thing,
Okay, yeah.
like beat you at chess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you ask it to like, I don't know,
Right.
your grocery list or something, and it's like
Yeah.
utterly clueless.
Yeah, it can be very specific,
Exactly.
only good at one thing.
Super narrow.
Yeah.
Well, that's because traditional AI is, it's good at what it's trained to do,
Right.
but it's not really good at adapting to new situations.
It doesn't generalize well
Yeah.
to new problems.
But there's this new AI model from MIT called QSTAR 2.0
Oh, I've heard of this, yeah.
that they think could be a huge step towards artificial general intelligence,
Yeah.
AGI, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got this article about it today
Okay.
that
Very cool.
says that it's designed to learn in real time.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, AGI, that's like machines that can actually think like us.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is a pretty big deal.
So how does it do that? Like, how does it learn in real time?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself because
Yeah.
real-time learning, that seems incredibly complex.
It is. So,
Yeah.
so the way traditional AI works,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like studying for a test.
Oh,
You cram in all the information beforehand,
right.
and that's all you have to work with.
Yeah, it's like all in your short-term memory.
Exactly. QSTAR 2.0, it's more like learning on the fly,
Okay.
adapting and updating its knowledge as it goes.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's much more dynamic.
Okay, so it's constantly learning
Yeah,
and evolving, which, I mean, that is kind of like
kind of like how humans do.
how we learn.
Right.
So that's pretty amazing.
Exactly.
But to like really understand the impact of this real-time learning, we should probably
Yeah, we should look at like
delve into the key advantages.
what are the advantages, yeah.
So the article mentions adaptability, efficiency, and of course, real-time learning.
Okay.
But what makes those so important?
So adaptability just means it can tackle problems it's never even seen before.
Wow.
Right. No more training AI for every single specific task.
Yeah,
It can just figure it out.
that's amazing.
Yeah. And then efficiency. So it doesn't need those massive amounts of data.
Okay, so it's smaller.
It can run on smaller devices, potentially even your smartphone.
Oh, wow.
So bringing the power of advanced AI to like everyday life.
That's pretty crazy.
And then, of course, we have the real-time learning, which allows it to respond to those changing conditions,
Right.
which is crucial for things like self-driving cars.
Right.
Or robots working in unpredictable environments.
Where things are always changing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've got this AI. It's smaller, it's smarter,
Yeah.
way more flexible. But how do we even know that it actually works?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like, how do you measure
How do you test that?
the intelligence of something like this?
That's where the ARC AGI benchmark comes in. Are you familiar with the ARC AGI benchmark?
I'm not, no.
So essentially, it's a series of tasks
Okay.
designed to test an AI's ability to think and learn like a human.
Okay.
So can it solve problems?
Oh, interesting.
Can it reason? Can it learn new things?
So it's like, it's considered the gold standard.
The gold standard, yeah, for measuring progress towards AGI.
Okay.
And QSTAR 2.0 has achieved 61.9% accuracy on this benchmark.
61.9%.
Yeah.
That's almost as well as a human.
It is. So that means it can potentially understand and solve problems almost as well as we can, but using a fraction of the computing power.
Wow.
And what's even more impressive is that it achieved this score with only 8 billion parameters.
Okay, now what are parameters?
So think of parameters as the knobs and dials that control how an AI model learns,
Okay.
right? So like the more parameters, the more complex the model, the more it can learn,
Okay.
but also the more computing power it needs.
Gotcha.
And QSTAR, only 8 billion.
And it's still doing that well.
Compared to other models that have trillions of parameters,
Wow.
QSTAR is incredibly efficient.
Okay, so it's basically like
Yeah.
rewriting the rules
Rewriting the rules of the game.
of AI development.
Yeah.
So what are the researchers saying about its long-term potential?
Well, a lot of people think that QSTAR 2.0 is like a
Yeah.
really big step
Oh.
towards AGI
It's okay.
because this ability to learn and adapt in real time opens up a lot of incredible possibilities.
Yeah, it's a little scary even.
Yeah.
Like, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
But also,
But we need to be careful.
yeah,
It's still a work in progress, right?
Yeah.
The ARC AGI threshold for human-level intelligence is 85%.
Okay.
So there's still work to do.
So it's not quite there yet,
Not quite there yet.
but it's getting close.
It's getting close.
And I imagine as AI gets more sophisticated,
Yeah.
this is going to raise a lot of new challenges too.
Absolutely, yeah. We really have to think about how this technology is going to be used.
Yeah.
What safeguards need to be in place.
Right.
Because it can be used for good or bad, like any powerful tool.
Yeah, so
The future of AI is really exciting,
it is.
but we need to approach it
Yeah.
with both enthusiasm
Yeah.
and, like, careful consideration.
Yeah. So QSTAR 2.0, it's this glimpse into the future where AI is not just, powerful,
Right.
but it's adaptable,
It's flexible.
efficient,
Yeah.
and maybe even a little bit more human.
Yeah, definitely a step closer to that AGI that we've been talking about.
Exactly.
That leaves you with this thought. What aspects of your life could be transformed by an AI that can learn and adapt in real time?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about there.
The possibilities are pretty much endless.
They really are.
Yeah.
Well, that's QSTAR 2.0 for you.
Amazing.
Pretty incredible stuff.
It is.
Until next time.
Sounds good.